Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sunny Cool, and this is Gems of War. Why do I have an upcoming one? That's weird. Another weird live stream start. It's been strange. I guess I'll keep the other one there until I'm sure this is the right one. But yeah, today we have Journey event. It's a Fey restriction. I'll be making teams high, mid, and low for that. And then we have the weekly preview. It's a Glacial Peaks week with a nice SOULFORGE. So we'll be looking into all that good stuff. Guild Wars is this weekend, right? There's a couple tweaks on a couple troops. We'll be going on to gemsofwar.com and reading a couple little things real quick. Yeah, all that good stuff. Event key, drop table, SOULFORGE, Underspire. Guild Wars, though, I might not do today, but, you know, we'll talk about it a little bit. Because that is, I don't know, it's Thursday. Not sure what to do about that, because I don't stream on Thursday. So, I don't know, maybe I'll give you some ideas, and then, you know, we'll actually stream it on Friday. But you gotta go on Thursday. So, we'll try to fit that in. But, I'm setting up the stream. Doesn't usually take me very long these days, couple minutes. How was everybody's weekend? Hit the like button, please. Turn on your ticket to the train. Does it sound alright? Am I yelling? No, I'm just kidding. Cindy never forgets, you know? Alright, no thumbnail, screw it. Tags. Maybe I should add a couple things there. I've been adding stuff. Gems of War. Guild Wars. There's no update, probably. I don't know. I was guessing next week, but I guess it could happen this week. Gems of War update. Yeah. They did, I think, something with those shiny keys, right? With the whole shiny key debacle thing. Did they do something in our mail? I've been reading the forum. No? I thought they gave us something. Maybe not. Do them one at a time. I thought they gave us something. Maybe not, or maybe they just didn't give me anything. I don't know. I thought they gave us like 50 gems again. Maybe not though. I don't know. Let me know. Maybe they didn't give it to me because I was a jerk and I used up a bunch of keys and. Or maybe it's over here. Here it is. Jeez, I was looking in the wrong spot. We'll look at this too. Save. Alright, let me jump into the chat though, first of all. Got all that stuff. Did this. Okay. Let's go to the stream. Let's make sure one more time that I have the right stream on. Refresh that. Yeah, it still says there's an upcoming stream, but there's not. So let's delete that. Hopefully that doesn't take us off, because that'd be weird. I'm deleting the weird upcoming stream. It said I had an error and it was like forbidden. I wasn't allowed to stream or something. Just strange. Yeah, now I got two streams going. Alright, get rid of that one. Come on. I think I'm on this one. Hopefully. Let me know if you're here. Say something in the chat just so I know it's working. It's being strange. Refresh this again. Alright, I think I'm good. Okay, so let's go. Let's read this real quick. It's in your mail. Weekly goal error compensation. Hello, adventurer. At the start of last week, there was an issue with the final reward for the weekly goal giving too many shiny keys. Instead of a copy of the intended pet, we have fixed this issue and resolved the excess shiny keys. Any shiny tokens or shiny dust earned from them have been removed from players' accounts. However, we have made sure they would keep all shiny keys previously owned or earned while we resolve this issue. We want to thank players for their patience during this time and wish to give these rewards as an apology for the inconvenience. So here's my reward or whatever for wasting 3 hours, which that's all I wanted was something. Come on. 3 shiny keys, 50 gems. Oh well. Something, I guess. Let's grab it. Here's some more missing shiny tokens. Hello, adventurer. Here are the shiny tokens you should have received during your raid boss encounter. Grab those too. I think that's everything. So if you didn't notice, that stuff was in your mail today. First thing I like to do is the journey event, in case you're looking for teams and stuff. But we got to go to the shop and get the troop, in case it's good. Because we might be able to use it. It's a fey restriction, and maybe we can use this troop. So, is it good? 13 blue-green. Create 3 freeze gems, 3 fairy fire gems, summon a random Glacial Peaks troop. Hey, extra turn. Throw gems up on the board, get an extra turn. That's not too bad. I like those. It's good. It's good. It's not bad. I definitely like this more than usual. You know what I mean? So it should be alright. Anytime you can put some different... Like, fairy fire gems are cool. Put them on the board. And then you get an extra turn, and then something else on your team can, like, blow them up and fairy fire the enemy. Or freeze the enemy. And then it has a summon on it, too. So not, like, OP or awesome or anything, but just solid. Call it above average solid, at least. Extra turns are always great. So let's grab it. What's her name? Maureen? Maureen. Sounds like an old lady's name. Mike's here. How's it going? Hi. Can hear me all right, Mike? Let's do it. Look at our offers, too. Let's grab this. I've been grabbing everything that I can even use at all. Mostly writs, deeds, books, medals, tokens, imperial deeds, verses. Most stuff I'm grabbing. Should just say all of them, huh? Okay, so we have a cool SOULFORGE too. But anyway, let's get this freaking journey going so we can get on to everything else. Journey event. So we are going to want to get the Pathfinder, which is Bodega. Bodega? Bodega. Bodega. Let's get Bodega. So I'm going to buy up to the weapon. It's a new weapon. Doesn't seem to be very good, but you want to buy up to it because when else are you going to get it? It's the best time to get it. So let's buy up to the weapon at least. Dervishus is here. How's it going? Buy up in the shop, in the journey event, and then make 3 teams. High, mid, and low. Let's buy up to the weapon because it's the best time to get it. But it's not very good. But you're not going to care because you're not going to use it. You're going to use Bodega, though. Bodega. Alright, so now I will probably just get Bodega fully fullied with whatever resources I have instead of buying up higher in the shop. Base rarity. Let's do upgradable. So that's a way to get straight to Bodega if you have everything upgraded. We can do Maureen as well, just in case. Maybe we want to use her? I don't know. I think I'm streaming tomorrow, by the way. I gotta go take the car in for something minor. And I don't know when it's gonna be. I'm gonna try to schedule it to where it doesn't interfere with our regularly scheduled programming, but it might interfere. I'm not sure yet. So Bodega. Let's upgrade that. I know it's not Bodega, but you know me, I like to call things whatever I want to call them. You don't think you like your journey team because I see most people using Mist Mother and I don't have her? Okay, well, let's see what I can do. I'll at least give you 3 teams, so even if my main team uses Mist Mother, which I don't know, I haven't made a team yet at all. I haven't seen any teams yet, so I don't know what I'm going to make. But I will definitely make 2 other teams without Mist Mother, so I should be able to help you out. That's what I always do. I'm going to use some orbs, because I have a lot of orbs. If you don't have a lot of orbs, you might want to buy up further in the shop. Let's get her fully fullied. The Pathfinder. We gotta use her. Like I always say. The Tower of Doom is the weapon. The raid event is the raid boss killer. The invasion is the tower killer. The bounty is the bounty captain. The journey event is the Pathfinder. So we have to use her. Bodega. Deal damage to an enemy, then create 2 blue gems boosted by Fey allies. It's one of those. 35% chance to convert 3 blue gems to freeze gems when the turn begins. Okay. So she has to be on the team. What about our weapons? We have all blue weapons. So what about the ruby weapon? That's the first thing that pops into my head. I think that would be even better than Mist Mother. Might be even better. Do you have the ruby weapon, Mike? Let's see here. Base rarity. We got Aguara, Fountain of Stars, Hylilia, Immortal Glacia. That seems like it would be better. Mist Mother deals damage to all enemies boosted by Fairy Fire enemies, then convert 3 skulls into ×2 wild cards. It's okay, but it's physical damage. Like, why is this what people are using? I'm more of a true damage dude. Skip past their armor, go straight for their HP. So in my head, I don't know. We gotta see what do we have for mana generation. Got Fae, that's Leprechaun, right? Is Leprechaun a Fae? Is it? Oh, it's Blue Fae. Poop. It's Blue Phase. Clear filter. Blue Phase. So we don't have Leprechaun. So mana generation might be a problem. If we don't find any kind of mana generation, we might want to use our hero for that. Yeah. Guess we had to do that. So, you know, the wand is always a great option. I think I'm going to go with Glacia. Isn't she true damage? Deal true damage 3... Oh, but it's not very strong, is it? So maybe you're right. I'm not going to do double damage. I would love to use Ruby Weapon paired with Glacia. I think that would be great. But we just don't have a lot of mana generation. Maybe if we 50% start the Ruby Weapon. Let's just see how it goes. So now we need mana bad. We need mana bad. Got 2 true damage troops. One of them's going to be exploding a little bit. One of them will be exploding a little bit. Let's see what we got. Snow Sprite, no. Winter Night, no. No. Create 8 green. No, we don't even use green. No. 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 Maybe. Explode 3 gems and 2 more for every enraged ally, then rage a random ally. It's only a couple gems. Maybe this. Explode 46 purple gems. Blue, red. Looking for any kind of mana generation, y'all. 11 blue. Cernunnos. Might try this first thing. So, but Phantom Fox has to be, of course, using red and blue. Let's just see how it goes. I'm gonna try Titan. All I care about is getting up the Ruby Weapon. Equip banner, definitely blue, and then probably brown. And if we don't have, we can do that. Of course not. Maybe there's red then. Blue, red, minus green. I don't know. I'm about to try it. Let's make sure our Titan's doing our brown storm here. Yep. Alright, so Journey team, we have the Pathfinder on our team. It's not going to do anything, at least on this team, except for give us more points. I'm going to go with the combo, I think, unless it just doesn't go very well, of the Ruby Weapon, true damage to all enemies, booty gems, explode, 50% started. Phantom Fox is going to be our mana generator, blowing up a bunch of purple. With a 25% start, we got Immortal Glacia doing true damage to 5 random enemies to finish stuff off. And then, of course, the points, the miles. Titan for the Brown Storm for the 50% start. Double blue red because the whole team's blue. And then red for Phantom Fox and Ruby Weapon. See how it goes. Okay, blue or red would be great. Of course not. Come on, baby. There's some blue. And we're up. And they're dead. This will be better later when they have more durability. We're doing true damage instead of physical. Physical is going to hit their armor first, so the more armor they start to get, the weaker that's going to get. And this will just get kind of stronger almost. We want red or blue or brown would be great. Ah, why'd I do that? It was enchanted with... Anyway. That was a mistake, but not that bad of a mistake, because we still wiped them out very fast. Yeah, we still got to make 2 more teams, so we'll see. I was thinking about maybe that Doom Shovel with the Pathfinder would be good. Right now, I mean, just look and watch. Let me know what you think of this one, and then we'll make 2 more. Alright, red, brown. Like, look, it's up. They're dead. Mortal Glacial is almost up. 90 miles, this will be a test. They did a little rework on the Journey event. We got to go over that too. They made it slightly easier. Made it slightly easier. Pretty much just brought the level down of some of the troops and gave you more points for every fight. More miles. I don't know, I like this team, y'all. It's not like the Ruby Weapon's taking forever to get up. That would be the problem. And when is true damage not the right answer? If you have 2 troops hitting every enemy with true damage, when is that not the right answer? And how is the Ruby Weapon not the right answer? I mean, if you don't have it, obviously it's not the right answer, but if you have the Ruby Weapon, how often is it not the right answer? When is true damage to all enemies not better than physical to all enemies? I'm gonna do like 1 more fight here. Then we'll do a mid and a low. Brown would be cool. No, blue, red. Got blue. Ooh, there it is. Bye-bye. Then Glacial later on will be our backup. If that Ruby Weapon stops one-shotting, it still explodes. You got the Phantom Fox for more other mana generation. And then you got a Glacial and Ruby Weapon for true damage to all enemies. And you got Phantom Fox for mana generation. And then you have the Pathfinder just to get miles, or maybe finish stuff off. But it only finish off 1 thing. But this is what I'm gonna recommend. Ruby Weapon can catch Brown. It was getting up just fine. It's 50% started. Phantom Fox is 25% started. Our whole team's blue. We got a double blue-red minus green banner. Glacial is your backup plan for when your Ruby Weapon stops one-shotting. And Bodega is there for miles. That's about it. You could flip-flop Bodega and Glacial if you want. And then you wouldn't be mana blocking at all. That's up to you. I think it's more... You're going to get more mileage out of using your 2 true damage troops than using Bodega, though. Alright, that's my high-level team. Let's make a mid-level team. Which I think maybe... Alright, I don't know. Let's see. What do we have? Access to. We gotta take this off, though. We already used that. Bodega can stay on the team. This is not for... That's a mythic, so we can't use that. Mid-level team, so no mythics. Got Glitter Claw. Single target damage. Mana burn's not great. Red to purple, blue to Doomskull. An enemy. An enemy, but that's her. Midnight King. Maybe... I was thinking maybe the Doom Shovel with Bodega. Phantom Fox is there. And then... what else? Too bad she's blue-yellow. Need something that's not yellow and not red. Rowan would be good for the low-level team. Or even maybe this team. Anything else here put blue up on the board? That'd be sick. Why'd I even look at her? Could do that. Red to purple. I don't know. Thinking... oh, no, I want to use Rowan for my low-level team, I guess, so... let's try her. We get Fairy Fire, and we have a summon. We can blow it up with Phantom Fox. Try this for my mid. It's not even that mid, either. Like, only thing that is kind of mid is this doomed weapon. It's almost a low-level team. It's like none of the legendaries aren't great for, like, Journey. Oh, I don't let me take this off. Look one more time. Base rarity, legendary. Let me look one more time. Bestial Fae. I think I'm gonna go with this. Let's try it. So we're trying to like do the loop with these two. Wait, can we though? This is Fae allies. Okay, Fae. So then we have to make our hero a Fae, right? So then we have to whatever, like Frost. I always forget the name of it now. Frost Mage. That's Fae, right? Yeah. Snap Freeze, Insulated. Dust Storm, 50% start. Submerge. Lightning Strike. We want to explode a yellow gem we match 4 or 5, or do we want to gain more blue? Huh. We will be matching a lot, but we also need a lot of blue. I'll do that. Be safer. Did I equip it? Yes. Banner, we got blue. All blue. Kinda wanna do red. Red minus green doesn't work though. Red, blue minus brown. Ah. Let's do blue. We got blue, yellow, red, green. Definitely want more blue. Blue, green. Blue, yellow. Guess blue, yellow. Let's see how this goes. Just ideas. I don't want to be like everybody else. What if you don't like their team? What if you don't have that troop? See how it goes. Bodega, 35% chance to convert 3 blue gems to freeze gems. Create 2 blue gems boosted by, yeah. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let me show the team code just in case it's cool. Trying to just loop-de-loop on blue a little bit. And usually the doomed shovels, like Bodega, I'm not counting on Bodega really. It's mostly the doomed shovel with all blue allies. And then Bodega, hopefully to help that out, put even more blue up there. And then Maureen kind of puts blue up there too, right? Or it... Yeah. So let's try it. Then Phantom Fox can blow up the freeze gems and the fairy fire gems. Then we'll be hitting harder with our shovel when they're fairy fired. So take skulls. We're gonna be killing them one at a time anyway. Got Maureen. Let's just do it. No, we didn't loop. It's also gonna depend how many blue enemies there are, huh? She's getting up next turn. Probably should have done her. Definitely like my first team. We'll have to see if I like this one. Daniel's here, Tyrion's here, Beg's here, MJK Jets, Lance Plant. You went Ferocious Tome? Yeah, I mean, there's not that much mana generation in this restriction, so I feel you on that. What do we want? Guess blue. It's going to give them an extra turn on skulls. I really don't care, but let's take red. Get up Phantom Fox. We got an extra turn there. Let's do it again. And they're dead. I don't even know what medals I have on. I don't think I need Anu, right? Let's do another Nisha. Alright, couple more fights with this one just to get the feel of it. See if I actually like it, if I want to tweak it, if I want to recommend it or not. Boom, 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 boom. Blue. We got that. Can do this. Extra turn, nice. But it didn't get back up. Let's take red. Phantom Fox will be up. It's got yellow. Let's do this. Extra turn. They're dead at least. I don't know. Might be a hard one if you don't have like Ruby Weapon or Glacia or some of the mythics. But they made Journey easier too. We'll read about that in a second. Luckily, they made it easier as well. Let's get up Phantom Fox. Let's cast it. Get up other stuff. Let's do this first. Just to put a little more blue up there, right? Extra turn. Not extra turn. But they're dead. I don't know. It's alright. Let's do one more fight. It's alright, team. It's alright. Alright, we're killing them one at a time anyway, so let's take skulls. Why not? More blue up there. Our shovel gets up next turn. Let's just take skulls. Let's just kill them, because use our shovel to kill the last two. And they're dead, and we got an extra turn. Alright, so yeah, if you like it, try it. But I'd only use this if you don't have Ruby Weapon or Glacia together. I don't know if I'd use Glacia by herself, but if you have that combo, I like that combo. That's probably what I'm gonna use. Was the first team I showed, but this is just in case for, you know, mid-level team. Now we gotta make some sort of Rowan team, I feel, for the low level. So basically, high levels Ruby Weapon, Glacia, mid levels Doom Shovel, Bodega, and low level's gonna be probably Rowan. So how does Rowan fit in here? We don't we'll take the shovel off because we're not gonna make another shovel team. Probably gonna take her off because she's the same color as Rowan. I like the Phantom Fox so far. Like, it's the only good mana generator. But let's try to fit Rowan in here somehow. For low-level players.
I call the power from the earth below.
Now it's weapon. weapon. Got Dawnbringer. Not that I'm gonna use it. The only weapons that boost armor that I know about is the Shield of Urskaya and Golden Cog. Is there anything else? There might be. They've been adding some more weapons that boost armor. 56 armor to all allies. 56. See if there's any more. They've been adding them. A little bit. Like, I'll see them add one, I'll be like, ooh, if there wasn't Shield of Urskaya and Golden Cog, that would be alright with Rowan. Then we'd be relying on Phantom Fox for all our mana generation. What color was that weapon? Give 48 armor to an ally. It's a Dune Protector. I think the other one was better. You might not even need armor early, but trying to help you for the long run. Could probably just type armor or something. Like, Jar of Eyes wouldn't be a bad idea, because it's... Well, yeah, it would, because Rowan, but... I don't know. Probably use the wand if you got the wand. If you don't need armor. Maybe a Boreal Crystal? Is that blue? I think it is. But, like, Osha's Tome is the same exact colors as Bodega, and then Jar of Eyes is the same exact colors as Rowan. Just looking for weapons that give armor at the second right now. At this second right now. This current second. That's what I'm doing. There was one up there. How many blue weapons are there? 47 to an ally. I don't know all the weapons that give armor now, because, well, there's one way up here that did. Forget what color it was, though. Come on. Purple. Even though it's not from Whitehelm, that's still some armor. So you could do Phantom Fox in first. Use something like that. And like I said, you might not need it. If your Rowan's one-shotting, don't use this. Use something else. Like a Boreal Crystal would be a direct replacement. If you want to use this instead, until you need armor. But I'm going to show it with the armor weapon. Because later on you might need it. So, banner, we're going to do blue for sure. Probably blue-red, because that's our only mana generator. Blue-red. Okay, we don't use any brown. Class. I mean, our hero doesn't have to get up as fast as, like, Phantom Fox or... I really want Phantom Fox getting up, huh? We could try Corsair, maybe. It's a good blue. You're gonna gain 2 bonus blue mana when matching blue gems. Deluge. I always think douche whenever I hear deluge. I don't know, let's see what happens. Once again, low-level players. Phantom Fox is not a mythic or legendary. Angel's Faith, I can't remember where we got it. But if you don't have it, use a Boreal's Crystal. If you don't have that, use the wand. If you don't have that, I don't know, any blue explodey weapon, really. Then we're going to use Rowan as our damage dealer, and we have to use Bodega for the Pathfinder thing. Just see how it goes. I need to put on guard medals. I'll do it next fight. And I'll catch up in the chat, sorry. Just want to get my 3 teams done. Phantom Fox, up right away. Rowan, up right away. Let's see how hard she hits. Ooh, almost. Almost did it. If we had our guard medals on. They're dead. Get our guard medals on now. She might have done it there. Let's go put them on. Guard, guard, guard. Might even use an Anu right now. Not a badge, though. I don't know. Does an Anu really do anything for us? It would just give Rowan 20%. It would give our hero 20%. But it wouldn't do anything to the Phantom Fox, right? Phantom Fox has 25%, which is better. Don't stack. I don't know. I'm going to try it for now. Anu. Okay, so our Phantom Fox is not up yet. Let's just do this, because it'll be up next turn anyway. Rowan's here. They're all dead. 90 miles. This will be a test of the emergency broadcast system. Phantom Fox is up. Let's cast it. Everybody else is up. Let's boost our armor. Why not? Just to make sure. Man, they're all dead. So this will be my low level. But yeah, feel free to post your teams in the chat. But now people have 3 options: high, mid, low. Like I said earlier, I think if you have Ruby, Weapon, and Glacial, it'd be really good if you're a high-level player and have everything. If you're mid-level, try to do some sort of Doom, Shovel, Bodega team, maybe. And if you're low-level, try to utilize your Rowan. I think Phantom Fox was pretty good for every team. And then Bodega's going to be on pretty much every team. So these two, top and bottom, are pretty good for every team. We don't have much mana generation. Unless you're using your hero for mana generation, then Phantom Fox probably should be on your team. But that's Journey. I gotta read the blurb, and then I'll read the chat. It says, Journey changes. We have made some changes to the 3 paths and Journey events based on internal data review and player feedback. Previously, the top path would increase the enemy level by +1 and give 25 miles. It will now no longer increase the enemy level, but will give 25 miles. The bottom path would previously increase the enemy level by +2, +3, +4, and give 30, 35, 40 miles. It will now increase enemy level by +1, +2, +3, and will give 35, 45, 55. So they lowered the level by 1, and they upped the miles by 5 on the bottom path. Or no, more than 5. 5, 10, and 15. The boss path that only appears every 5 battles previously would increase the enemy level by +6 and give 75 miles. It will now increase enemy level by +5 and will now give 90 miles. So they've been tweaking it. Another tweak made it easier again. A good event to be doing, good guild event. It's the hardest guild event, at least it was, and it probably still is. But, you know, you get books, right? We got Imperial Deeds here, which a lot of y'all need. Bad. I need them too. But some of y'all need them bad. Imperial Deeds are in there. We got blue books. You're going to need those. Everybody needs those eventually. You know, Celestial Trade Stones. A lot of good stuff in here. Dragon Knight, Orb of Minions. This is like really good loot. Stuff you definitely need. Journey event. Alright, let's see what y'all have been saying. What kind of teams y'all got. Mike said he paired Mist Mother with Rowan. Dervicious says using Mist Mother but don't have her. People are using that for the 3rd trait. Mike said that he forgot about Ruby Weapon, went for Osha's Tome. Dervicious is running Skady for an Ice Storm. You got Osha's Tome does an Ice Storm as well, and so does Jar of Eyes if you don't want to use Skady. Because Skady's not very good otherwise, so if you can get if you have room for it, if you could use Osha's Tome or Jar of Eyes, it's probably better than Skady. Bodega generates blue. Yeah, and you have to use her, so. Tyrion says, Immortal Glacial will create 1 to 3 blue gems each turn. Most will only get 1. Blue-red conflicts. I mean, it gets up quick, and then it blows up purple, and, you know, the brown, and we're 50% started. It was working alright. I see what you mean. I know what you're saying, but it worked fine. That's what I was kind of worried about, but then it worked alright. Level 2 shiny Pathfinder with the blue storm can do better than most will give credit for. Daniel's here. Tyrion says it was nice to see them hand out the 5 tokens we should have gotten last week and 3 extra shiny keys with the 50 gems. It's no 13,394, but I was hoping they would toss in a few keys instead of standard we sorry 50 gems. Tyrion said, did you notice journey changes? Yeah, I just said that, but you said it way sooner. Bodega should be on every team. It's the Pathfinder. Yeah. People are going to be looking for Bodega. Don't forget the slight mile buff with it is ×3 with Pathfinder. These books and season pass, I'm about to get another Blue Kingdom maxed. Nice. Alright, so hopefully I help somebody out there. That's what I'm always hoping when I make 3 teams, high, mid, and low. So let's hope that helped. Let's read the rest of this blurb real quick because I'm already read the journey part. Troop changes. They changed some troops this week. Astral Mother increased boost ratio from ×7 to ×10. The World Breaker, mana cost reduced from 30 to 28. Artima, base damage increased from 4 to 5. And the Wendigo, base damage increased from 4 to 7. So pretty much 4, 4 buffs. I think the World Breaker is probably the best one, going down 2 in mana cost. But 4 buffs on some troops there. No nerfs, at least. Alright, so we did the journey event. Let's go do the weekly preview. We'll go do the SOULFORGE, which there's something awesome in there, and there's something that's never been there before. So it's not just the one super awesome troop that I know most of y'all probably already know is there. It's also that something's there for the first time as well. Stay Frosty, new epic troop, Maureen. Get this troop with glory from the words tab of the shop. Journey, help your guild travel to a new kingdom, build a team from a troop type Fae, and invade every day. Ruby Weapon, yeah. Coming Guild Wars, a new Guild Wars is starting soon. Don't forget to set up your keeps defenses. I forgot. Remember, it starts on Thursday. Remember that Guild Wars starts on Thursday. I'm a dummy, and I forgot last time, and yeah. So, I wouldn't blame you if you forgot. I think it was during my, where I wasn't, I was a little bit burnt out, I wasn't playing as much, and we had, a horrible month on YouTube or something. So, that was part of it, probably is why I missed it, but also that it's a weird event that starts on on Thursday. Because I was trying to do it, and then the Friday came around, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to do my Guild Wars on Thursday. So you gotta set your defense up, beforehand. Trident of Dagonath for another 34 days. That's the campaign. Spirits of Spring, you can only spend. You cannot get more points, though. Week of Glacial Peaks. All Glacial Peaks troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Fae. All Fae gain 10% to their skills. And bonus Glory. Use Maureen and PvP to gain 5 Glory. Alright, let's check out that SOULFORGE now. What kind of mythics do we got? This is always here. This is always here. Look, it's Amateel. Amateel for the first time. I need it. Boom, I got Amateel. You see, it's new. That means free-to-play players. This is the first time, at least in the SOULFORGE, that you've been able to craft Amateel. So if you're a high-level player and have everything in the game, and you're just free-to-play, and you're looking for Amateel, collection purposes, here she is. I'm not saying she's good or anything. Don't think that I crafted it. That means she's good. It's just that I didn't have it, and I have everything, so I'm crafting it when I see it, if it's new. So, free-to-play players, look out for your Amateel in the SOULFORGE. I think it's the first time. There might have been a White Helm, but she definitely hasn't been in the SOULFORGE till now. First time Amateel's been in the SOULFORGE. Alright, always here, always here. Fallfire Hunter, Queen Ash, Captain Saltclaw, Diamantina's always there. Amaldrin's your dragon. So if you have 5 out of the 6 for your Diamantina, and all you're missing is the green one, here's the green one. Smart to do. If you have 2,000 Dragonite, it's the last dragon you need. It's on a rotation. The dragon's right here. Just like the mythics are. You got Turtling. Ironhawk. Best SOULFORGE craft in the game, pretty much. This is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've been saving for. This is why you didn't get something last week or the week before, the week before, the week before. You needed to get 3 of these, and it costs 12,000 diamonds. Or maybe you have 1 and you need another one, or maybe you have 2 and you need your last one. Whatever it may be, but make sure you get 3 Ironhawks. If you get one, you can't do too much with it, but you might as well get it as an investment. It's still a very, very good investment, and I totally recommend it, even if you can only get one. You're not going to be able to use it, but you can still get it to make sure, you know, then you don't have to save as much for the next time, or you secure that Ironhawk. Get it. 2 is when you can really start doing some damage, and is the team that we use to do gaps, but you can also use it to hunt versus, and it's really fast as well. 3 is, you know, ideal if you can get 3, but it's also a little bit bougie, you know. 3 is for hunting versus, to get versus faster, so then you can do gaps and use 2 Ironhawks to do gaps. So use 3 to get the versus, so you're able to do gaps, and then you use 2 when you're doing the gaps. So, you know, you can start really using Ironhawk once you get 2, but your ultimate goal is to get 3. But getting 1 is still very smart. Invest in your future. Draculus is alright. So we got Draculus, Ironhawk, Turtling, and what's the other mythic? Amethyl. Amethyl's new. It's pretty much all there is to say about her. She's not very good. Ironhawk's the best craft in the game, so that's number 1. 25 blue, yellow, brown, Adana construct mech. Create 12 Doom Skulls, then explode 24 gems. But the real thing that it's used for is that artillery support. Deal 5 damage to all enemies when an ally casts a spell. So you know how it works, right? You got your Dust Devil. You got your Sister Superior. You cast Sister Superior. She sets off your Ironhawks. You do 10 damage. She gets an extra turn. She's empowered, first of all. So the battle starts. Sister Superior is empowered. You cast her. She gets an extra turn. She sets off the 2 Ironhawks. They do 10 damage to the enemy team. It's still your turn. You cast your Dust Devil, who's empowered and ready to go. Dust Devil does 5 damage to all the enemies. So now you've done 15 damage. And then your 2 Ironhawks do 5 damage again. Total of 10. So that's 25 damage to all enemies before they even move. Before they can even flinch, you just did 25 damage to all of them. And it's the fastest way to do gaps. And it's a really fast way to hunt versus. And then if you have 3 of them, you just do Dust Devil on top. With 3 Ironhawks, you cast Dust Devil. That's 5 damage. And then the 3 Ironhawks add up to 15. And that's 20 damage. And that's enough usually for Explorer 1 in certain locations to wipe the enemy out in one shot before they can flinch. Super fast. Like 1 button press. There's no hesitation. It's like just 1 button press immediately. Like it does not get much faster than that. I don't think it... There's like no way. Unless they die as soon as the battle starts, there's like almost no way to get faster than 1 button press. So that's what Triple Ironhawk does for verse hunting on Explorer 1. Is it's 1 button press. That's it. And they're already ready to go. It's not like you have to get mana or anything. So Ironhawk is my super duper top highest recommendation because you can resource farm with it and then get everything else in the game. Draculus would be number 2 this week, most likely, right? 20 blue, green, red, Galvania Undead, steal life from all enemies. That's all it does, but when you combine it with like other undead and that also do true damage, and with like Ghost Queen to 50% start it, it's not bad sometimes for certain restrictions. I'm not going to use it if I have everything, but if it's an undead restriction, which it is sometimes, you know, he's pretty good. But once again, not a top 10 at all. You know, it's like under the Scourge of Honors and Guards, Avatars, and Phoenicia. It's in that category, but it's like on the bottom of it, probably. So it's like an A- or a B+ or something like that. Probably more like a B+ than an A. It's probably a B-tier mythic, really. Draculus. That's still pretty good, though, B-tier. So it's Ironhawk, then Draculus, then probably Turtling, right? 22 green, red, brown, Hellcrag, Demon Knight. Deal damage to all enemies. Drain 4 mana from all enemies. Boosted by Gargoyle Gems. Call him Turtling because he's not that good. Probably like a C+ or something like that. B-, I don't know. Not horrible. He's more of a turd than something else. Amethyl, not very good, but hey, first time you can get it, free to play. 24 green, yellow, purple, white helm, divine mystic, explode all angel gems. When of those are going to be on the board, you know? Deal damage to all enemies, low amount. Boosted by undead and demon enemies. She creates 1 angel gem when her turn begins, but You know, how many, yeah? What's she gonna put up there? Like 3 for you to explode, and then she's gonna tickle them? She's not very good. Alright, legendaries. What do we got? Leviathan. Not good. Captain Saltclaw I do use occasionally, because it does heavy splash damage to 2 random enemies, so it could kill all the enemies on the enemy team. You know, the enemies are on the enemy team, usually. And, it's a rogue, so you can 50% start it. That's the same with Draculus. I use Draculus when it's like an undead restriction, and it's like usually my, you know, best option for that restriction. Whenever it's a rogue restriction, or even a Raksha sometime, or Blackhawk sometimes, like, this is always, like, my mid-team, usually. Like, Captain Saltclaw, because he can hit all enemies. And you can 50% start it when it's rogue, at least. He's okay, but, like, you're not going to be crafting legendaries anyway. I just like to go over them for fun. Queen Ash is alright, but she's weird. She deals heavy splash damage to the second to last enemy. So it, like, has to be there, or else she does nothing. And she usually goes along with King Heliodor if you're going to use her. So very specific. She's good like brown teams or Nexus teams. Usually only with King Heliodor. And like Nexus Portal or Shale or something like that. It's usually an all Nexus team if you're doing Queen Ash. Fallfire Hunter. Okay, you know, it's alright. True damage to an enemy or deal splash damage to an enemy. It has 65% skull reduction. And it gains 3 mana when matching 4 or more gems, so it's like okay. It's decent. It's probably better than... I don't know. They're all decent. Except for Leviathan, which sucks. Alright, weapons! This is available right now in the Journey event. This is always here, always here, always here. Moon Shard. Explodey for Glacial Peaks. You might want to get that if you don't have it. But don't be, like, blowing your last jewel and your last diamond on it. It's just like, if you're looking for a weapon for collection purposes, this would be a decent one, because it's an Explodey. This is always here, always here, always here. Icebreaker is not good. It's always here. Sword of Ice. Maybe you didn't get it at the beginning of the game or something. Just check it out. I think it's the beginning of the game weapon. The Raven Scepter. Create 6 red gems and convert all red gems to spirit gems. Huh. I don't know. I've never used it, but sounds okay. If you have that conversion, if you have red gems to spirit gems. If you have, like, red to blue, and then you're putting more red up there. It's kind of like a weird Chegra thing. I've never used it, but it has potential, I guess. Always here, always here, always here. Always here, always here. Always here, always here. Explodey once again for Glacial Peaks. Collection, good collection purposes type of weapon. Always here. A Boreal Crystal's great. Probably the best Explodey available in the SOULFORGE right now. A Boreal Crystal's good. Chalice of Poop. Doomed Poo-Poo. Glacial Crystal, tool for your tool belt. If you're going to do a complete team, all of Glacial Peaks, even your hero, then you would use this sometimes, occasionally. It's always here, always here, always here. Frost Staff, Frost Poop. Always here, right? Silent Knight? Eh. So I'd get a Boreal Crystal probably if you're going to get a weapon and you don't have, and you want one. Boreal Crystal. If you need like all the weapons and you're looking for which one to get, it'd be a Boreal Crystal, and then maybe you get the other Explodies. But shout out to the Raven Scepter. It seems like I haven't tried it yet, but might be okay. It's like having a troop that all it does is convert. It's kind of like, unless it has really good tempering or something, which I didn't look at. You know, it seems like a Foxglove or a Beltane or a on that kind of level maybe. Like you have to have the red to blue, or else it's not going to do anything. And then your team needs to need blue. It might be alright this week, I don't know. So that's the SOULFORGE. Mostly get freaking Ironhawk. And probably if you don't have it, get a Boreal Crystal. That's what I would say. And Draculus would be alright if you already have 3 Ironhawks, you already have a Boreal Crystal, and you just are looking for what's the next best thing for collection purposes. I would say Draculus. But Let's see what y'all are saying. Don't forget the slight mile buff is ×3 with Pathfinder. Jet says, I'm just thankful that Jetto is back. The silence in the last 2 weeks was not pleasant. Yeah, she was in the hospital or something. Jam Ricks is here. Crow's here. You got Ironhawk? Nice. Hey. You got one? That's good, though. It's investing into your future. How to team 2? 2 would be, Dust Devil, Ironhawk, Sister Superior. Cast your Sister Superior, then cast your, Dust Devil. Use it in Explore 1 and, like, Cinder Mirage or Wild Plains. You're mostly just going to do it during Vault events. That's what Ironhawk is used for. But sometimes, like, when we were killing green enemies that one day for the shiny key, the 13,000 shiny keys, I was using Ironhawk then, too. Yeah, congratulations, Crow. Finally did it. Tyrion says 2 Ironhawk team uses either Greed or Sister Superior and Dust Devil. It's also the higher damage 25 team. Yeah, you know how I feel about... I think Sister Superior is the best way to go, but you could use Greed. It just does that little explosion every fight. It's slightly slower. It's not really worth it, but... I used to use Greed, though. Gnome Keys, fastest diamond farm after dungeon? Yeah. Yeah. No, keys don't give Ironhawk. It's the, SOULFORGE. But if you're gonna open your vault keys and try to get a bunch of diamonds so you can craft another Ironhawk, you'd have to get pretty lucky and get a bunch of diamonds. Yeah. I think the max amount of diamonds I've ever seen somebody get in 1 week is like 1,500. But if you have 500 vault keys, I don't know. Diamonds give Ironhawk and SOULFORGE. Adana Kingdom Week is when, yeah, for event keys. Tyrion says 1 to 100, plus if you pull Mythic, it could be Ironhawk. I wouldn't bet on that, though, as thousands of keys. Right. You use Greed on alt because you struggle with gold. You use Sister on main. Yeah. I feel ya. It's only like a split second faster, or slower. I used to use Greed, too. Alright, so we did the SOULFORGE. What's up next? Let's do the shop. We got Maureen here. I already kind of talked about her, but 13 blue, green, Glacial Peaks, Fae, Mystic. Create 3 Freeze Gems, 3 Fairy Fire Gems. Summon a random Glacial Peak troop, then gain an extra turn. So you saw how we was using it a little bit in the Journey event. You're going to want to be able to, like, explode that after she gets her extra turn. So hopefully you have something on your team that can then blow up the Freeze and Fairy Fire Gems. It's not awesome or anything, but it's, like, decent. You get Arcane Swamp Trade Stones with her, so you get as many as you want right now, just with Glory. Troops like Queen Beatrix use that Trade Stone, so go check it out, see what you need. Go sort by base rarity, do all color, and then click green and blue, and then see which ones you need to trade, and then go get them traded. It's Trade Stone right now. Get a bunch if you want. I just fully ascend Maureen. That's how far I go, because I don't need those Trade Stones. But maybe you do. Maybe you've been saving your glory for to fully trait Queen Beatrix or something. No. Alright, let's go check out the event key drop table. We got Glacial Peaks. Is it a good one? We're about to see. Event keys, we can only get troops from Glacial Peaks. Can only get troops from the Kingdom of the Week with event keys, and this week it is Glacial Peaks. So let's see what's available through event keys. Let's do show all, just in case. Alright, we got Hylilia. Is it there yet, though? I don't know. I would guess probably no, but if you didn't get it like when it just came out, I don't think you can right now, but let me know. We could look at, let's look at guild chat, you know? Hey, somebody got it. Never mind, it's there. It's there. If anybody got it, it's there. So Hylilia is there. Nice. So if you did not get Hylilia, I'm not saying it's good or anything. It's kind of like a, Rathamon, maybe. Maybe a little bit better than Rathamon. But it's alright. It was better than I thought. When I look at it on paper, I was like, eh. Then when I started using it, it was a little bit better than... So, it's not great. It's not a Wild Queen, it's not a Wild King, but it's a little bit better than, like, Rathamon. Somewhere in the middle. So we got 4 of those troops now. It's like Wild Queen, Wild King, then a step down to Hylilia, and then a step down to Rathamon. That's how I feel, anyway. Yeah, it was a new mythic. I think it was the last one, wasn't it? Isn't this the most recent new mythic? And somehow people are getting it, so it must be through event keys, right? I don't think they make you wait for new mythics if their kingdom comes quickly after they're the new mythic. Like, they might not be in the regular drop table. Yeah, so they're added, like, pretty much immediately, almost, to the event key drop table. Alright, so King of Ravens is good. So if you're a person out there and you missed Hylilia, and you don't have King of Ravens, I don't know. I'm raising my eyebrows. I'm giving you the side eye. I'm not sure. Maybe. Because I like King of Ravens. Firax you can't get. Immortal Glacial you can't get. Skady's old. I still gold farm. I still soul farm. I still do Explore 12 type of troop from long time ago that we don't use anymore. Ulor I never liked, really. Seems like it makes the fight take longer. Borealis is alright for the triple skull damage versus Frozen and the 65% skull reduction. Even goes alright with Hylilia. So you're going to freeze them and then put skulls up there. So they're pretty good together, Hylilia and Borealis. Borealis is a decent legendary. Frostfeather is a decent legendary when it's like a Glacial Peaks restriction and you have nothing else going on. It hits all enemies at least, curses all enemies. Queen Mab's an oldie. Daughter of Time's pretty good. Glacial Peaks is alright. It's probably not top 3 or top 5, but it might be top 10. Glacial Peaks might be. It's got some good stuff in it. But, you know, I'd rather see a save for Adana or Zalkari or Zacian or Takshaka or Ferrocafru or something, but it's probably a top 10 kingdom. Just for King of Ravens, Borealis, Daughter of Time, you know, Daughter of Ice is decent. Some decent stuff. And, like, you should see some of these kingdoms and how crappy they are. Like, it's okay. It's up there. But not one of the best. I would keep saving, basically. Unless you're that very specific person I just talked about who missed Hylilia and doesn't have King of Ravens. And maybe even still need Daughter of Time. Alright, what else is going on this week? So today you're going to be doing your Journey event. I have 3 teams at the beginning of this live stream, high, mid, and low. We got, it's a Glacial Peaks week, Glacial Peaks Underspire, Glacial Peaks Epic Trials. Tomorrow is Tuesday. The faction event is... What is that? Frostfire Keep, I think. Wednesday, we have this bunny pet, Snow Bunny, right? Thursday, we have Frost Mage class event and the start of Guild Wars, which is the weekend event. So that's what's up this week. And here's the campaign. I'm not really gonna just like show it to you real quick. Some blue books here too. Right? Or there is a blue book. Blue books. What's the stat? Dummy. You're getting armor. Let's do Underspire team, I guess. And then, I don't know. The train is farting on itself, pooping the bed today, so we are streaming tomorrow as well. Let's make an Underspire team. Base rarity. What can we do here? I only have Glacial Peaks weapons, so that's different than the Journey event where we can use all blue weapons, so it'll be a little bit harder. Underspire's going to be harder than Journey, huh? I guess we have... Well, it's a little different, too. Huh. We could do Hylilia and Borealis. We could do King of Ravens. Probably Saphirax, though. Like, Immortal Glacial would be good early, because she does true damage, but she's going to fall off at some point. Saphirax might be better for the long run. for your Underspire. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Spherex. Spherex. What else? We're gonna need mana generation. Boreal Crystal. Ice Sapphire, maybe? 'Cause it's green and blue, or green and red. Could do Moon Shard. What? Do we have anything cool? Give 1 mana to all allies. Ice Storm. Blue Storm. So Ice Sapphire. Okay, so we got this so far. This is for a high-level team. You have access to everything in the game. Maybe Daughter of Time. I like her. Just for extra turns, maybe. If there's nothing else. Got Snow Sprite. Copycat. Maureen's there still. Huh. Ha. Oh no. I like Daughter of Time. Might just go all in on that Sephirex. Maybe Daughter of Ice. Or you could put another damage dealer if you want. I'd probably see how this goes, and if it... Like, I'm not dying. Like, I gotta summon. Like, I gotta put... You know... I don't know. I'm gonna say I could put something ahead of the weapon. But early on, I'm not gonna want to, because I just want to get it up real quick. Anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna go with this. Let's go green. Might just go all in on the weapon. Whenever I only have like 1 mana generator, I almost always just go all in on it these days, if I can. We get minus brown. That'd be kind of stinky, because we only got 1 red troop. I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. Class... I don't know. I'll do Archer. Kind of need a Blue Storm, but I don't think I can do it anyway. She does it. So I don't know if I need Archer, but I want a 50% start, basically. There's no like red class that has a 50% start. So I'm looking at my hero and I'm like, I'm green, I'm red. So the only one I could think of that has a 50% start is the green, which is Archer. I don't know. It's kind of clunky, but let's see how it goes. Using Sephirex. Yeah, that Weaver Gate. Let's look at this first. So red to blue. I don't see it. Got that though. Red to blue. Red to blue. I might just... Nah. Should I do it? No. Let's do this. Red to blue. Red to blue. Let's get up our weapon. Red to blue. No. So Spherex wants to take an hour to get up. There it is. This Underspire might be not easy. Might have to mess with it a little bit. Like, maybe I will try Helilia and Borealis, or maybe I will try King of Ravens and Daughter of Time or something later on. I think Sephirex is the answer for, like, at least the early fights. And you see why I build around, like, all... trying to give it mana here. And even when I built all the way around trying to give it mana, it still takes a second. There we go. Extra turn, sweet. There it is. It's because it's Underspire, you don't have potions, you don't have enchant potion, you don't have explode potion, so everything always... Maybe if I do a... I already got an Anu, and I'm using guards. Sweet. I think one Anu, but with Nishas. Alright, we'll do a couple more fights, and then I will do a mid. Might just start doing high and mid on Underspire. I'm trying to cut stuff out of this, so it's... Just play the game normally. Like, I don't know that many low-level players. Like, let me know, though. Like, same thing with the trait stone, and how I used to go over every single troop you could fully trait with the glory shop, and how I used to go over the campaign, and how I used to go over the epic trials. Like, I've been cutting stuff out of this. I might cut out the low-level team for the Underspire, unless somebody needs it. A lot of the time, the mid is probably the lowest level team anybody would need. I just make 2 teams. Got this. Bang. Alright, highest level. We got 14. We got 14, huh? So let's go with the one that's mythic. Doesn't really matter though. Alright, one more fight with this one. Lance says a Leprechaun Rowan, Mirage Queen, or Leprechaun Moon Mage is probably faster than one Ironhawk. Yeah, you're probably right. I agree with that. But you get the one Ironhawk just because you're investing in your future. It's not to use. You'll use it one day, though. So don't let it stop you from getting one if you can get one. It's just, you'll probably still be using something else until you get 2 or 3. Got this. They're all dead. Alright, so here's the team code for the high-level team. I'm going to use Saphir X for now. Maybe I'll switch it to something else later. And if I did switch it to something else later, it'd probably be either Borealis Hylilia or some sort of King of the Ravens. Just because he might have to just win and not do it fastly. Quickly. Deeper in later on. Or I might even switch, like, might keep using this one, but like do this or something. That way I can summon if I lose my first slot. For now, it's that. But let's try to make a mid for anybody that doesn't have Sphere X. Or any mythics, and you're actually trying to do the Underspire, which I think is awesome. Take that off. I don't know, what would you do? Mid. Frost Feather, Saga. Daughter of Time. Like, what's the best? You know, Borealis is cool, but you kind of have to build around it. Make sure you're doing skulls, make sure you're freezing. Frost Feather's good for hitting all enemies and cursing them. And it does, if there's an ice storm, it curses, okay. Frost Feather's alright. Daughter of Time's pretty good. If you can at least blow those up. Maureen's okay. Saga's another good damage to all enemies. It's either Saga, Frost Feather, and you gotta choose because they're both green-blue, so that sucks. So 16 green-blue or 13 green-blue. 50 to all enemies boosted by blue and frozen enemies. Or 53 to all enemies without a boost. I almost want to go Saga. Is Saga better? Lower. Does an ice storm. Lower mana cost. Almost as much damage and it gets boosted.
They will feel my fury.
Let's take this off. Maybe 2 Sagas. Or maybe Saga and Frost Feathers. You have 2 different things. If you're gonna use 2 Sagas, you could just do, since they're the same color either way. Or you could do Borealis, make it your tank, and just hope you get skulls. Maureen's kind of like Daughter of Time. Did you notice that? They're probably like sisters. Except for she does an extra turn type of gem. And the other one does a fairy fire gem. They're similar. I don't know. We will be freezing. How much does this hurt our team? Get this here, that there. Now we'd have to... I would block. Something would get blocked, right? Or we could throw this down a little bit, but then our team's going to be slow. Something's going to get blocked no matter what if I do that. I don't know, y'all. Might do this. It's hard. It's hard if you're not high level. It sucks when you're high level, so. Orb of Winter's alright. Alright, I'm gonna try this. I don't know how good it is, but I'm trying to give you something here. Let's do this one. Archer's probably okay. We're gonna end up doing an ice storm anyway, right? Anyway, let's try it. It's gonna be tough. I got Underspire done last week. Did you guys get it done? What was it anyway? It was wasn't it a dragon or something? Like Naboyadrix or something like that? Ended up working out, being alright. So look out for these hourglass gems and make sure you can't match them somehow. We got Saga. They're all dead. Let's do like 2 more fights, and I'll probably play the game normally for a little bit, maybe. Daniel got second Ironhawk. Now I just need the Vault event to come around. Nice. Good job. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's try to get up our weapon. Yes. And we got this. We got that. Now we can do this. And what does this blow up? Blue? So if you got blue next to Hourglass Gem, which we do right here, that would be an extra turn, you know? Let's get rid of this. And let's go ahead and do it because it's an extra turn in case we need more damage. We probably don't, but see how like it blows up blue? It's gonna blow up next to that. It's definitely an extra turn. Now we got both of them. This one would do... I just want to see how much damage. 80 damage to all enemies. And this one does 71, so Saga was the right answer. Some gold. I guess if you want to curse, Frostfeather does that. Alright, highest level, we got 18, we got 16, so I'm going to go 18. This will be the last fight. So the top 2 things are getting up your Saga and your Frostfeather, then you cast those. Got yellow. Call me Smello Yellow.
Mana surge.
Let's do this. Aw, man, gave him an extra turn.
Mana surge.
Right there's Saga. And they're dead. So yeah, I guess, man. It wasn't the right way earlier when I chose. So I probably need to go back all the way. So when I chose right here to either go this way or this way, they were both the same level, right? So I just chose wrong, I think. So I don't want to like go, even though this is higher level now, it wouldn't have been earlier. So I think this is the way to go. But I don't have any torches, so I should buy some. I almost want to see if this is right or not. I want to continue just to see. I bet you the door is this way, though. Gotta remember what you did earlier. When they were the same level and we made a choice. That's where we screwed up, if we screwed up. We don't want to, like, continue going the wrong way. If we know that we can go back, we can backtrack and go the right way. I want green or red. No? Got this. Extra turn. Green and red. Get up our weapon. There we go. We're gonna get an extra turn right here. And we got Saga. Later on, when this isn't one-shotting, you might want to get up Frost Feather too. But right now it's one-shotting, so no need. I bet you this is the right way. If it's not, then I'm totally wrong. The only time that'll ever fail you is on the first dragon. Is like, the only time I've ever seen it fail, and it almost never happens, it's on the first dragon. So why take this if it's going to be an extra turn anyway, right? So do this. You can get more mana, right? Okay, let's see. What do we need? Yellow would be great. We don't have it. Blue extra turn. Take that. Got Saga. Bang. Yep, to the door. I did it right. Hell yeah. Makes me feel good. At least I know what I'm talking about, even though I made the wrong choice. It was because they were both the same level. But then I backtracked because I knew. And then we hit the door. That was cool. Alright, I'm going to play the game normally for like a little bit, unless you guys have any questions. I guess we can look at the Epic Trials like real quick. Glacial Peaks. There it is. I'll just like, I don't know if I'm going to do the fights, but... You got Borealis. Freeze all enemies, deal damage to the weakest enemy, and then deals triple skull damage versus Frozen with 65% skull reduction. So already a good start for your team. Ice Golem. Get to freeze. And another 50% skull reduction. So this is your way to freeze, and then this is your way to hit them with triple skull damage when they're frozen. So just make sure to keep them frozen. Saga. Ice Storm. Chip damage. Cernonos. You know, some more damage. I think it's actually decent too, like, if I remember right. But mostly I think it's going to be Borealis doing the triple skull damage and having two really good tanks and being able to keep them frozen. Like, this thing can get frozen. That can. This can't. And that can. So everything can be frozen except for Grimora. That's cool. Shouldn't be too bad. Just having these two at the top. Nice tanks. Triple skull damage. And then some chip damage. And Blue Storm. Should be pretty good. Pretty easy. Not easy, but you know, not too bad. Alright, so I think I'm going to play normally now, unless you guys have any questions or anything. At least for a little bit here. The train is not running today. I'm very sorry. So it's probably going to be a shorter stream. But there's always tomorrow. So let's start with, what do I usually do? I go to my mail. Got something here. Should probably give to the guild while I'm thinking about it. We got 19 hours on our... Let's go ahead and grab this. Whatever it is. Nothing. Let's go ahead and do this. I probably will play for 15 more minutes at least. I already did my offers. I had writs, so I got them. Because that's what I'm doing. XP booster says complete the 3 tasks. So I'm going to do that. And even though they... Like, the event key one's good, but the other 2 are butt. For me, anyway. But I gotta do them because it's asking me to, and why not? That's what I would do first. XP booster will point you in a direction, at least. And, you're getting something else for doing something you should already be doing anyway, so that's why I do it. Got this. And this. Get these trait stones I don't need. I have a billion trait stones. Some resources in the game, you will eventually have so many that you don't know, you don't have anything to do with them, and trait stones is one of them. Eventually, one day, you'll have everything in the game traded, and you'll just have thousands. That's kind of where I'm at, so. That's why normally I wouldn't do this. And all my classes are at 100, so that's the two reasons why I wouldn't normally do this, but the XP booster's asking me to, so I'm gonna usually do what it asks me to do.
Mana surge.
Even if I really don't need... I'm gonna do the event key one anyway. It's like only 6 more fights to get another XP booster. Might as well. Takes like a minute. You know? Let's look at this calendar real quick because... Oh, we do have... So the chatathon, if you're wondering, if you're waiting with bated breath about the chatathon, it's probably going to be not this weekend, but next weekend, because the 31st falls on a Saturday. So I like to do it. I like to spread them as far as I can apart from each other. So it's probably going to be on Saturday the 31st. First time you've heard it. First time I've said anything about it. I think chatathon is going to be Saturday the 31st at the butt crack of dawn. And I'll just keep mentioning it till then. We're doing them once a month now, if you didn't realize or notice. It's just by necessity, unfortunately. Used to be every other month. Adventure boy, adventure boy. I need to figure out what I'm doing on Sundays. 'Cause I didn't do anything yesterday again. For 2 weeks in a row. I like to post every day at least. And I have something it's just like Mrs. Senny is off on Sundays. And I don't know. And it's the weekend. And the one before that was Mother's Day. It's been hard to be able to do anything. I need to prepare beforehand and have something to put out, you know? I need to think ahead. It's probably gonna be either EverQuest or some new game, like start trying new games on PlayStation, in the PlayStation Store type of thing. One of those two things. Gems of War's Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Still gets the majority. Gems of War still has 4 days out of 7. And Gems of War still gets the most time as well, because we live stream it. But we do EverQuest every freaking Wednesday. We've been doing Dark Souls on Thursday just for fun. And I'm considering starting... I need to start it sooner than later. Just go onto the PlayStation Shop, looking up free games, and then sort from newest to oldest, and just start playing all of them. Just start trying all of them. Maybe in just one video, just trying it. Try every single thing in there, no matter what it is. From newest to oldest, and then whatever one you guys like the most, we'll try it again. And that'll be based on views. Unless, I don't know, unless there's some other way. If you want to show love for a certain game, you probably could. Other metric. So that's that. We got our XP booster. Let's go. Dungeon. I do this every day. But you know the whole deal with this, I say it every time. You know, I like to repeat myself, though. I don't need diamonds, I don't need jewels. I just reveal them all. If I get a perfect, I run it. Or if the XP booster asks me, I run it. I don't buy here pretty much ever. But if you need diamonds, Sunday's a good day to buy diamonds. And if you have 5 out of 6 dragons or 6 out of 6 dragons, it's a decent place to finish up with buying the Dragonite. But I don't recommend buying Dragonite when you're just opening eggs, because you're flushing gems down the toilet most of the time. That right there is for people that are closing the gap. not for normal people just opening eggs. That's in my opinion. But it doesn't say that or anything. So there are people buying Dragonite like every day, and they're like have 0 gems, and they keep getting duplicates. So, and I was doing it too for a minute, but I realized how I didn't like. I was like, this doesn't feel right, so I stopped doing it until I had 5 out of 6 dragons or 6 out of 6 dragons. Then it's a good time to buy that. But you know what it's going towards. All right. What would be next? There's no holiday event right now. I already did some Underspire and bought my torches. PvP. So we can't do that tomorrow. So we got Citadel Wars. Isn't the PvP season about to end too? Where do you look at that? I only have 44,000 VP too. That's why I never buy, you know, I might consider buying like the Silver Mark troop here, but I never get 150,000 VP. You know, so I never like makes the choice for me. I would have to like freaking grind hard just to get this troop, which will be available later anyway in other places. So I don't know. This one just never get, you know, you could buy books with it, but this one, like, if you're itching to buy something, it would be this one, right? Just to have something early. If you're itching to be like a person that wants to get something early and you're like really do PvP really heavy, it would be this one, you know? That could be the one you could be like, hey, look at me, I got a bunch of, I play PvP a lot and I got a troop you don't got type of deal. Like, it'd be this one. It'd be this. That's what I would say. But now's the time to turn in your trophy, your statues, your icons, because they will then be only worth like 10% if you let them go. I think this is over soon, right? Did it say anything about it here? Somewhere. I think the PvP is about to be over soon, right? PvP season. 6 days, 14 hours. So this is the last week. So if you're trying to get stuff here, or you want to buy something in the shop, now's the time to do it. Or if you have icons, now's the time to do it this week. Don't forget about this. If you want to get some of these goals done, this is the week to get, like, finish up your PvP. Because they're going to reset you to 0 VP, you know? So your icons are only worth 10% if they roll over. Like, pay attention to your PvP stuff this week. If you're actually doing it a decent amount. But for me, I'm going to do my daily, like, bare minimum, like usual. I got Fae. I could do Fae, which is something we've been doing, kind of. Like, there's a lot of Fae troops in Glacial Peaks. Or Mystic. I can do Fae or Mystic here. What are my top 5 games to play? Like that I play right now, or that, like, all time? Because right now, it's just, I don't even play 5 games. Right now, I play Gems of War, EverQuest P99, and Dark Souls Remastered, and that's it. I don't play anything else. But if it was like top 5 games all time, that'd be tougher. I mean, I recently played Path of Exile, kinda recently, and that was cool, and we played Elden Ring kind of recently, like last year or so, which was cool. I don't know. I don't play very many games these days. So we could do Mystic or Fae. We got Mystic here. Let's take a look. We got Amethyl. I gotta level her up. Aquaticus, Capricorn. Mystic any good? Got Sycorax. Essentia. Luna. I need to check up on freaking Sana. I haven't seen Sana in like 2 weeks, dude. I know she like popped in for a second that one day. It's about time to check up on her. Get on Discord. I haven't been on Discord in forever either. Might go ahead and do Fae. don't know if I like Mystic. It's not bad, but I bet you Faye has something. Let's see. Okay, we got Mortal Glacial in her spot. Mistralis, King of Ravens. We got the 50% start for Faye. Daughter of Time. Got Rowan. Got Leprechaun. I think I'm gonna go Faye. Go Leprechaun. Glacial. What kind of weapons? Every weapon? Could do our Glacial Ruby weapon thing again. That we did for the journey. We don't have to use the journey troop this time though. And then we could do the 50% start, dude, maybe. So she'll get 50% started. So will our weapon. Something like that. Might be cool. We'll see. It's Citadel Wars, so sometimes you have to build your team slightly different than you would think. It's a little bit hard. Oh. Huh. I think, like, Titan would be fast, but Elementalist would be safe. Might do... Let's do Elementalist, then I'll use, I'm just gonna use my things. I'm gonna do Elementalist, but I'm gonna use my, because it is Citadel Wars, where else are you gonna use them? Elementalist... Storm Aura... Banner... We got 2 blue, we got... I don't really care about Leprechaun or King Averon, really. So we got 2 blue. So we got it. We want blue. Blue, brown, maybe? Blue, brown. You end up getting really good at banners. Like, I feel like there's a low skill, mid skill, high skill banner chooser. I feel like I'm decent at it now. Minus yellow would suck though. Come on. Guess we can't do brown. Blue and what? Blue and green, no. Blue and yellow, maybe. But that minus is brown, so that's stupid. Blue and purple. No, it minuses red. Blue and yellow, minus green? Maybe. Blue and green, no. Blue and purple, minus green. Maybe. Blue and brown minus yellow, no. Blue and red minus green. Sure? Blue and purple. Blue and green minus brown, no. I'm gonna go with this. Now, let's see how this goes. It's 20% for icons now? That's good. Yeah, Mystics with Beatrix. That was a good one. All time, Crow? My top 5 all time? EverQuest. I think I put World of Warcraft up there just because I played it so much and I have to give it credit. World of Warcraft, EverQuest. Final Fantasy Tactics. Some sort of Diablo 1 or Diablo 2. And then there's something I'm forgetting. It's not Gems of War, but so EverQuest for sure. Final Fantasy Tactics for sure. I give World of Warcraft credit. Some sort of Diablo, maybe like a horror game or feel like there's something I missed. Dark Souls, probably, I guess. Some sort of Dark Souls, Elden Ring. That'd probably be my 5 right there. And some of them are like, you could put EverQuest and WoW together, and then Final Fantasy Tactics. And just tactics games like that in general. Like, I like those, like XCOM and Final Fantasy Tactics and Phantom Brave and it's Dark Souls 1, 2, 3. I like them all. Like Elden Ring, all that. Like Diablo, I like Diablo. Those kind of games. I like horror games, but I can never like fit them onto my top 5. And I don't really play them too much. I like to watch other people play them and stuff. That might be my top 5. Like right now, I'm playing Dark Souls and EverQuest, like, and those are in my top 5. Like, I just played Path of Exile, which is kind of like Diablo. I haven't played a tactics game in a while though. I remember sitting there playing Phantom Brave at. I just remember playing it because it wasn't like super long ago, but it was, you know, pretty long. It was like 10 years ago, but it feels like it wasn't that long ago. But I can like remember playing it, like where I was, what I was doing. I remember playing XCOM and like where I was and what I was doing. You guys have any games like that where you specifically played them somewhere? You know what I mean? Like the place I played Phantom Brave is like a weird time in my life where I was somewhere strange. You know what I mean? But I remember playing it in that space. Same with XCOM. Like I was in a weird space. I was at my Mrs. Senny's sisters. We were living there for a little bit, like when we were in between places, and I was like playing it there. It was weird. But I remember it. And I don't know if I remember it because the game was awesome or if I remember it because the living situation was kind of strange. It was probably both. But that was like that's longer than Phantom Brave ago, the XCOM one. Probably like 12 years ago or something. Before YouTube for sure. That's a good question though. What's your guys' top 5 games? Put it in the chat. Top 5 games all time, go. Dervicious, what's your top 5 games all time? Crow, what's your top 5 games all time? Tyrion Shark, what's your top 5 games all time? Jets, what's your top 5 games all time, dude? Daniel, what's your top 5? Let's go. Put it in the chat. As soon as I get done with this PvP up, I'm gonna be out of here, y'all. I got to get moving today. I feel like I'm just sitting here, not moving at a certain point. Oh, look, I got a Cliffy. That's a good... Hey, that's a good end. So I can't... The stream will die either way, you guys. As soon as I hit restart game, the stream's over. I'm pretty sure. We can try it. I'll hit the button for you. But that's it for today, because it's crashing my stream right now. It's telling me to go. I got a Cliffy. I got a Stiffy and a Cliffy at the same time. Because I was talking about my 5 favorite games, so I got a Cliffy, Stiffy. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel comment below. I hope y'all got something out of this. You know, I'll do it for as long as I can. But yeah. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Be the faction event. Frostfire Keep. I'll do Pure 500 on stream, like usual. And Deathless 500 on stream, like usual. And High, Mid, and Low with the faction event, which you should be doing. Come on, man. Unless you're a super duper beginner and baby diapers, or you're a level 2000 plus with millions of every resource. It's the only people that shouldn't do the faction event tomorrow. Doesn't matter where your Frostfire Keeps at, whether it's on 500 fully maxed or not. Doesn't matter. You'd have to be a baby diaper beginner or a super duper 2000 level plus with every resource person to not do the faction event tomorrow. So please come to the live stream. Please get a team. Please run it real quick. It's like the bounty. You saw last weekend we did the bounty in 45 minutes or less. Super fast. Got a bunch of good rewards. Got rewards for every fight. Got the overall overarching rewards too. And it was super fast. Now we got the faction event tomorrow. We'll get hundreds of thousands of gold. We'll get all kinds of other stuff. We'll get rewards for every fight. We'll get rewards for every layer. And we'll get the overall overarching event rewards. Orbs and hundreds of thousands of gold. And we'll be done. Let's see how fast we can do it tomorrow. Like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. One of these days, I'll see how... I'll like, take a screenshot of my gold before the event. And then we'll take a screenshot of the gold after the event. And I'll show you, like, how much gold you get for a Tuesday faction event. And we'll, like, time ourselves and see how fast we can do it, too. Because I bet you it's similar to the bounty. Maybe a little bit longer. It might take you, like, an hour. But that's for, like, hundreds of thousands of gold and other good rewards for the Tuesday event you're supposed to be doing anyway. Unless you're a baby diaper sucking on your mommy's titty beginner, or a super duper in-game Donald Trump, Elon Musk, you know, whoever you want to say, super duper in-game, super rich person. Everybody else should do it. I promise. It's like eating your vegetables. But that's it. I'm out of here. What's your top 5 games? I'll read them off. Let me say goodbye to everybody first while you put it in the chat. Thanks for joining me today. Crow, Jets, Tyrion Shark, Anita is here. You made it at the end, Anita. Daniel, Crow, Jets, Tyrion Shark, Daniel Lucas, MJK Jets, Lance Platt. Your last name is the Lance Platt. You know, Platt is the currency in EverQuest. It's like what you go for. Wish my last name was Platt. That's cool. Crow, Dervicious. Or maybe it's not your real last name. I don't know. We got Jets. We got Crow. We got JM Ricks. We got Beg for Mercy. Mike Sheard. Tyrion. Dervicious. Mike was first. Dervicious was second. And Lance was third. That's quite a mix of cool people here first today. Used to be like Mark every single day, then Sana, then like Anita or something. Today it was Mike, Sheard, Dervicious, and Lance Platt. Hell yeah. Anita, you're taking a break? Spring cleaning? Oh, you're taking a break from your spring cleaning. Alright, let's see what's your top 5 favorite games all time, Anita. Put it in the chat. They asked me mine. I said mine. Ooh, Resident Evil 2, Tyrion. See, I always want to like put one of those on there. But it'd probably be Silent Hill for me. But I love Resident Evil. I played every single Resident Evil game. Not every single, but you know what I mean. Like, back in the day, I used to have quite a good collection of games. I don't anymore. But I had, like, Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, and I had Code Veronica. And I had, like, Dark Side Chronicles and Umbrella Chronicles. And, like, Resident Evil 4. You know, I had all those, and I beat them all, like, all the way through. And, like, I would do both. Like, I'd do Leon, and then What's-Her-Face, and I'd like, both of them. Like, I played through all of them. Then I played through Silent Hill, all the Silent Hills, like 1, 2, 3, and 4 at some point, and I owned them as well at some point. So I love those games. Alright, let's see what y'all... Let's catch up in the chat, then I gots to get out of here. We were sitting still today, rotten and rusting. Trying to figure out where my spot is here. Easy enough to get that VP in 11 weeks, you say? You always buy the silver legendary? And PvP season tabs where you can see how long it has left. 20% for icons now. Yeah, Mystic would have been good if I did Beatrix, you're right. Crow says, I loved Final Fantasy Tactics, but Mordheim is my obsession. Crow likes Mordheim. Tyrion says, Resident Evil 2 and 4, Final Fantasy 7, Pokemon, maybe Gen 3. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 is up there for me as well. I think I've only beat it a couple times, though. But I don't know if I beat Ruby and Emerald, but I remember fighting them for sure. And I got Knights of the Round, and I got Yuffie, and I got Red, and like I played it pretty good. Like, I don't know if I did like the bet. Like, I don't think I beat the weapons, but Silent Hill 1 and 2, let's go. Final Fantasy Tactics, yeah. Crow says GTA, that's a good pick. Neverwinter Nights, okay, okay. Gears of War, I had fun playing that with my brother at one point. I remember having fun playing that. Yeah, it's hard to do a top 5 because I would like to put a Resident Evil or a Silent Hill or something, but there's not enough room. Hey, Cliffy. Jet says Tomb Raider, Wipeout, Mass Effect, Gems of War, and Forza Horizon. Dude, Tomb Raider back in the day, that was fun. Tomb Raider 1 and Tomb Raider 2, those are my favorites. Crow says 7 Days to Die, Project Zomboid. The Division 1, Starfield, Star Trek Online. Sound like some good games. Civilization 5. Marvel Avengers. You said way more than 5. Civilization. Wipeout. Rain's here as well, but I gots to go. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll do the faction event. Frostfire Keep, I think it is. I mentioned the chatathon's going to be the 31st today. And yeah, it's the 19th of May. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. You're the best. I appreciate y'all. Y'all centers out there. Need to put out some merch one day. Center merch. Be something cool, though. Anyway, I'll see y'all. You're the best. Peace out. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out.